Hi everyone, hope you are doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, William Ruto has been sending warnings to President Uhuru Kenyatta, which seemingly look like threats. The same thing has happened with Rigathi Gachagua. We saw Gachagua yesterday also sending warning. The threats are the president and his family. They are threatening everyone who is against them, including the Azimio presidential candidate Raila Odinga. The Azimio side was silent throughout, as William Ruto has been doing this. They were not responding. Instead, they were busy campaigning. But again, it is emerging that the Azimio side has decided to respond to William Ruto by firing back to William Ruto. And the difference there is that in as much William Ruto is trying to address Uhuru Kenyatta and Raila Odinga, the Azimio side is using Raila Odinga allies who are junior to respond to William Ruto. That means Raila is not on that level to respond to Ruto. President Uhuru Kenyatta is not ready to argue with William Ruto. And this is what Junet Mohamed had to say about William Ruto.
Kila mwaka ya uchaguzi na vitisho. Mara natisha hii community. Last election, sisi watu wa Migori na huko Nyanza aliita sisi militia. Mnakumbuka? Ati militia ingine hapa watutadili na hawa. Nani militia hapa Kenya? Kuna watu wageni hapa Kenya? Si kila mtu ako haki yake hapa Kenya. Sasa hapana tisha wakati ya kuchoma watu kwa kanisa imeisha. Safari utashindwa peupe na ukicheza ulete nyoko kabiti mara moja. Tena sio baba atakuweka kamiti, watu kama sisi ndio tutakaweka kwa kamiti. Pana cheza na sisi wewe. Unatisha nani bana? Unatisha nani? Unatisha nani? William Ruto unatisha nani hapa Kenya? Wewe unaweza tisha nani? Wewe kondoo ambaye hata una meno ya mbele. Meno ya mbele yote ni ya fake. Unaweza tisha nani wewe? Unatisha nani hapa Kenya bana Ruto? Unatisha nani bwana?
Now, when Junet Mohamed says that William Ruto called the people of Migori and the Nyanza region at large malicious people, you might think he's lying. The truth of the matter is that William Ruto in 2017 went to an extent of profiling a whole community as a militia. Watch this shortly and we are going to continue with this conversation.
Any death that has happened, I think about 6 people have lost their lives. Every death that happens in Kenya is investigated, both by the police and by an independent oversight authority. However, much of this violence is orchestrated. It is sponsored. In fact, in 9% of our country, Kenyans did not have the chance to vote because Mr. Odinga organized militia in those areas to prevent election officials and election materials from getting to polling stations and denying the chance for Kenyans to vote in those areas, claiming that those Kenyans don't want to vote. It is not for him to decide whether Kenyans want to vote or not.
Mr. Ruto, do you have any evidence to prove that the opposition is creating this violence?
Becky, on Wednesday, Mr. Odinga announced that he was transforming his political party called NASA to a resistance movement, which, unfortunately, as we have witnessed, in the strongholds of the opposition, a lot of violence has been occasioned on election officials, on election material, against the police, some trying to snatch weapons from the police, others attacking police stations. It only means that Raila Odinga, who has a track record of violence from 1982 to date, and he has now transformed his political outfit into a resistance militia. Instead of, in his sunset years, ascending to the levels of Nelson Mandela, who are democratic icons, he has descended into the abyss of the likes of Joseph Kony, who are basically guerrillas and people who use violence as a means to get their political ends.
Now, the question we are asking on this punchline today, the decision by Azimio side to respond to William Ruto, is it a right position or they are messing up? That is actually what we want to try and answer here. But before we go deep into that, just a quick request. You might be watching this channel, but you're not yet subscribed. So my humble request, please consider subscribing so that another time, once we release a video like this one, you will always get notified. Again, to all our channel subscribers and anyone who drop comment, I must say thank you so much for your unconditional support. Again, I'm requesting you to give this video a thumbs up so that YouTube can recommend our videos to more viewers. Back to our discussion. Now, the truth of the matter is that if Ruto will continuously speak the way he's speaking without a response from the Azimio side, then people are going to buy into what Ruto is selling to the public. Of course, we know the Kalenjin, people from Rift Valley, part of them, have already bought into what Ruto is saying. And of course, some people in the Mount Kenya region, to some extent, believe in what Ruto is saying. Those who are just ready to vote for William Ruto. And therefore, if Ruto's remark will go out without a response from Azimio side, then definitely what Ruto is looking for, he might get it. We understand very well Ruto knows how to play the victim role so that he can get sympathy. Everything has failed on William Ruto, and the only thing he's remaining with is just to play the victim role. That's the only thing he's doing as of now. And that explains the reason why Rigathi Gachagua was too much tough throwing tantrums at President Uhuru Kenyatta. He talked about the issue of land. He talked about the issue of evicting people. He talked about the monopoly of milk in Mount Kenya. Yet we know very well when Gachagua and the team were campaigning for Uhuru Kenyatta, they know that Uhuru had company selling milk. All those things he's talking about maybe he was aware of. Then why did he decide to campaign for Uhuru Kenyatta? Sio yote tu ni ukora wanafanya. So in my view, the response from Junet Mohamed is well, and it should be welcomed. And the good thing is that it is not Raila responding to William Ruto. It is just the junior people in Azimio side. This response will remind Kenyans how Ruto decided to profile a community in 2017. And of course, that's why we have been able to play that video here. So that before Ruto talk about the issue of president threatening him and his family and the people who are ready to vote for him, he should know that at one point in 2017, he profiled a community. He threatened a community because once you call a community a militia, you mean that the government should deal with them as a militia group. Meaning even the government using the police officers with the state resources, they should be ready, prepared even to kill these people as long as umewaita militias. That is the level William Ruto went to. That's the extent he went so far in 2017. And here I was speaking to an international TV station, CNN. He went further to profile Raila Odinga as a militia group leader. Look at that. I'm not yet to see Raila Odinga referring to William Ruto as a militia leader. Ruto went even further to give other examples of the militia leaders in reference to Raila Odinga in those other countries. So you can see to an extent where William Ruto went, stretching too much when they knew that surely they lost election in 2017. So the repeat of that thing was just to sanitize what they had done. Raila was very clear. He knew that there is no way he's going to win that election. They were just going to repeat what they exactly did on August 2017 on 8th. Same thing was going to repeat. Ndio maana akasusia. So the people of Migori and other counties in Nyanza region and even in Western region waliitwa militias kwa sababu walisusia kurudi kwa uchaguzi. Kisa na maana Raila hakuwa kwa ballot. So because these people refused to turn out to vote, Ruto decided to call them militia groups. They had a reason why they were protesting. They had a reason why they did not need ballot boxes in their areas. They were sad that the election, the victory for Raila Odinga, a man they supported, had been stolen. So as Ruto come out today to threaten the president, he's being reminded what happened in 2017. People were banned in church. Watu walirushiwa mishale. And at one point, I heard the current Jubilee Secretary General, Kioni, said that in as much William Ruto is saying that Raila Odinga na watu wake ni watu wa kurusha mawe, for him is saying that it is better mtu wa kurusha mawe kuliko watu wa kuchoma watu kanisani na watu wa kurusha mishale. So look to which extent we are going. No one wants to go back into all those issues. And you know, when a leader starts threatening people, especially when you are back to your community, it means you are preparing these people to respond at any given time after or even before the election. So instead of playing with the emotion of these people, it is better Ruto could look for another way. So Azimio is right to respond, because when they keep quiet, people will think that what William Ruto is talking about is true, and therefore they should give him an ear. But when he respond and remind him of the past, then that's the right way to go. Raila should not respond to William Ruto, because now that will be a more heated issue. Instead, he should allow the people around him to respond to William Ruto the way Junet Mohamed is doing, and the entire team should help to do that. Because now Gachagua is also planting the same issue among the electorate in Mount Kenya region. I don't know what to think about this, but that's my view. So let us stop from there and meet in the comment section so that we can have a continuation of this conversation. Otherwise, I must say thank you so much for listening to me up this far. May good God bless you, and see you in our next video.